great atmosphere circle, but their energy, I truly believe, is lifting this team to even greater heights.
Here are guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Young. Then it's Brooke Lopez. And it's Bazemore at the shooting guard. On this win against Detroit the last time out.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside Lowry. To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lopez passes to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Montana, and it's blocked. And they get it back. That's good.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here is Lowry. Boy, he was something else against Boston.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
No good for Montana. But this game started. Carroll, no one around him. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Nets leading by 6. To the wing on the left. Hollis Jefferson passes to Montana. Charity stripe shot. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the shot is long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Dishes to Lowry. Good on the three-point shot. Lowry's got 5 points so far. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Hill, he's checked in for the Raptors. Joseph comes in for Kyle Lowry. And a change for the Nets. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Deep 2 from Carroll. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Bazemore. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. No good for Montana.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. I caught up with head coach Dwayne Casey. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
And so they should, because that's what it's going to take. This is such a tough D to break down. They're going to have to play a smart game offensively.
Well, there's no denying that. I mean, you're not going to get by on skill alone. I mean, you've got to have the strategy and the skill working together. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And a good time here to go over our 2K leaderboard and see which point guards have had the hottest hand at the free throw line over the last 10 games. Fourth, Freak.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, Those points are almost guaranteed. This is how the Raptors stack up over the last 10 games. First in three-point shooting, third in rebounding. And they're right there, I mean, among the top 5 teams in second chance points. Doing a really good job of offensive rebounding and then being able to score the ball when they get that second chance.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens and creating those open looks. That's been key.
Now here's Joseph. He hit. Now the pass to DeRozan. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Henderson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Muscala, the pass to Montana. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. The great one's got himself on the board with 3 there. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And DeRozan kicks to Hill. And another basket for Toronto.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Here's the great one. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Detroit. And that one's good.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his...
Salut Hugu, comment tu vas? Bon. Ah, bon bah, à plus tard Hugu. Merci d'être passé quand même. Putain. Ah, aujourd'hui le match est pas bon pour moi. Allez, allez. Yes. Salut, bon jeu. Merci Hugu et bon bah bon courage pour la cuisine, en fait, si on peut dire ça. « 31-29 ». Là, de toute façon, je joue, je fais un map parce qu'en fait, j'étais sur Batman Arkham Asylum sur PS3 et que le jeu il a freeze, enfin il a bugué, alors j'ai dit bon, je vais faire un petit match de basket et puis je retournerai sur Batman après. Puis histoire de vous faire une petite vidéo de live vu que voilà. Putain, les rebonds. Yes. Allez. Bon, ça va, on a 10 points d'avance. J'ai quand même remis des points. Bah bon. Ouais, c'est pas tel. J'ai 15 secondes, j'ai regardé la base pendant 15 secondes. Ah, dommage. Dommage, dommage, dommage.
There with Brooke Lopez. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. Young. The shot is off. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against Boston. Looking to carry it into this one.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one, right? Right now, nothing easy on the inside.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 5. To the paint. Here's Baker. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Thaddeus Young. The Raptors have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. Nets leading by 6. Here's Montana. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
So far in the game for the great one, he's got 10 points and 5 assists.
Both free throws good from Montana.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. And he banks in the layup. DeRozan's got 7 points.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
The great one passes to Hollis Jefferson. And yes, sir, that one drops. Lopez has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Nets.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Lowry. After the basket by Brooklyn, and the foul called on Free. That's foul number 2 for him. Corey Joseph's checked in for Kyle Lowry. The Nets also changing it up. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Young. And Max subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Joseph the pass to Baker. Carroll kicks to Valanciunas. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And a miss there on the triple.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Patience. Patience.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He thinks there are opportunities for second-chance points out there and implored them to go hard to the offensive glass for the remainder of this game. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, quickly.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And the Raptors with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. And Valanciunas kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot off. That one off the back iron and out. Nets leading by 12. Passes it to Montana. Lopez with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. That's good. And it's 13 points for Freak.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Now here's Joseph. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Carroll to end the run. Good. Carroll's got his second basket of the night.
Brooklyn timeout call. I want everyone here in the Air Canada Center to get it up and cheer on.
So it's both teams. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So the Raptors 5 right now. Corey Joseph is out there with Lowry. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Baker in at the 4 spot. Now here is Lowry, following the miss by Freak. Lowry kicks to Joseph. He feeds it to DeRozan. 5 to shoot. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
Some excellent numbers in this one for DeRozan. He's got 10 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Here's DeRozan, following the basket by Freak. Here's the screen. DeRozan dishes to Valanciunas. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Nets leading by 11. Here's Montana. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Now here's DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Here's Young. The great one passes to Young. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. And there's the pass to Baker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Montana. Here's Lopez. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
DeRozan misses the three.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Lowry. After the basket by Brooklyn. There's the dish to Valanciunas. No good from 11 feet. Nets leading by 16. Lopez passes to Montana. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Left side Lowry to stop the run. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your dance time.
And Toronto making a change here. Carroll's checked in. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And he gets the bucket.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Raptors trail by 19. Pass to Baker. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Valanciunas. Goes back up. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And the first one drops. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's the great one.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Pulls up. High post. Here's Lopez, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, Lopez has been great. He's got 8 points and also a block shot. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Hollis Jefferson after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. The shot's good from Montana.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now here's Valanciunas. Down low, here's DeRozan, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good. You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's the great one, while recovering. Henderson passes to Montana. 6 to shoot. Top of the key jumper, no good. Raptors trail by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the player.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the great one. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
No good with the wing jumper. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Valanciunas. Here's DeRozan. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
Goes up on the high post. Count the bucket.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Freak. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it up. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.